Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Raffle Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at learnpianolive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? My hair is now more blonde. I got it dyed, which is very exciting.
Oops. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, you've been here for a half hour.
I have not. I've been here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Looks
You've
amazing.
been very busy. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm just very
cool.
excited because I've been wanting my hair blonde for a while.
Well, now that you draw my attention to it, it looks great.
Thank you. I mean, are you talking about this or, you know?
Oh, both of them.
Thank
both of
you.
them. I love the pink.
You.
I love the blonde. It's all wonderful.
It's just one big look.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, today we're doing, we're doing my favorite song, I think, from all of the Trolls movies all together, Sing. And so let me show you what this is going to sound like eventually when we get it at full speed, and then I'll show you how to play all the notes to it. Eventually, it's going to sound something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing together. Like a sport is. Dig on this. Forget everything and sing. So that's what it's going to sound like. We need to slow that way, 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 way down, though, and take it one note at a time. So let's find an E for this first note. To find an E, you're just going to take any group of 2 black notes, like those ones right there, or those ones right there, or those ones right there. As long as you're not picking a group of 3, you'll be fine. So pick any group of 2, and you're going to take the note that's on the right, so that one right there, and you're going to drag it even farther to the right until you land on a white note like that. And that's going to be an E every single time, no matter what group of 2 you pick. Take the one on the right and drag it even more to the right, and then you're on an E. Any group of 2, the note on the right, drag it up, you'll land on an E. By the way, we call that direction up and that direction down, because these notes get higher and higher that way, and they get lower and lower and lower that way. So we take that note, we drag it up, we land on an E, and we're going to say out loud, sing, because that's the word that goes with the note. And then we're going to play the exact same note again and say the exact same word again, sing. So we're going to play sing, sing. Now, I will tell you that there's kind of a break in here, and this is kind of one of the things that we mess up a lot on piano is if we see 2 notes in a row, then our fingers want to play those notes really quickly together, like sing, sing, but that's not how the song goes. It goes sing, sing it together. So the part you're going to want to practice is this right here. You want to practice that as a chunk instead of playing E and then putting a pause in between the E and the D. So anyway, something to practice, but eventually we're going to get that E down, and then we're going to go 1 note to the left, and that will be a D. So after you've practiced, you've been able to find those E's, and you can put a little pause in there. They're going to say out loud, sing, sing it. So you can go from the E to the D, and then right back to that E for the word to. And then go up 1 more note, and that would be the word gav. So it'd be sing, sing it to gav. Okay, so that's going to take some practice, especially putting that pause in the appropriate place between the E's instead of between the E and the D. So I'm going to put that one in there. And then why don't you, if you're in the archives right now, pause the video, practice this thing up like 5 or 10 times until you can say the words and play it smoothly. If you're live with us, just play all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the ones that you miss. We're going to try this together. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. Sing, sing it to gav. Yeah, okay, cool. So if you need to go back and practice that one, no problem. That's what we're here for, is to mess up a little bit, find out what we need to work on, and then go work on it. And then we come back, we mess up a little bit, find out what we need to work on, and go work on it. There is a break between gav and even though it's the exact same letter. So we're gonna play the F, I'm gonna say gav, and then another F for and then another F for loud, and then another F for and then this one right here, than, is the tricky one because all the rest of them around it are F's, and that one's going to be a G. So we're going to go up 1 note for the word than. And this is where saying the words really helps, because if you're not saying the words, you might get lost in here like, oh, I'm supposed to play 4 F's, but how many did I play already? Wait, was that 3 or 4 or 5? Did I play too many of them? But if you're saying the words, then you can just know, I'm just going to hang out on an F until I get to the word than. And on then, I'm going to nail that G down. We come right back to that F for ev, and then again, saying the word is gonna be really important here because we got a lot of F's all in a row. Ev, forget, and then on the beginning of everything, we're gonna go down. So everything. Okay, cool. So that's all of those notes right there. Again, if you're in the archives, pause the video right now, practice it up 3, 5, 10 times, whatever you need to make it nice and smooth. And if you're live with us, play the first couple notes. If you don't get any more than that, that's perfectly fine. We'll just get what we can, and don't worry about the rest. Here we go. 1 and a 2, and a 1, 2, ready, here we go. Sing, sing it together. Louder than ever, forget everything. Yeah, now you remember those E's that we played at the beginning for sing, sing? We're gonna play those again, but this time we're gonna say just sing. Okay, cool, that'll be the end of those 2 lines, is just sing. Then we move on to this line right here, and this is actually very, very similar to what we already did here, where we went from, we went to the D up to the F's, and then we had a G at the top. This thing right here is pretty much the same exact thing as that one up there. So if you can play the first line, you can pretty much play the third line there too. Like it's what we've been missing, and they're gonna Na is the one you're watching out for there. Na is the G. And then we got listen, listen, forget everything, and sing. Couple of the words have been changed there, but the rest of the notes are exactly the same thing. So pretty much once you get those first 2 lines down, you're ready, almost ready to play the whole entire thing, all 4 lines. So we'll go back to the beginning. We'll play this a couple times through. If you're in the archives, then pause the video, practice right now, however many times you need to. And if you're live with us, then just play all the notes that you can. Even if that's just a note or 2 or 3 or 4, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about the ones that you miss. Let's go. 1 and a 2. And a 1, 2, here we go. Sing, sing it together, louder than ever, ever. Forget everything, just sing like it's what we've been missing. And they're gonna listen, listen, forget everything and sing. Now this is the speed of the track if you just start at the beginning. Of course, if you move to the 2-minute mark or the 4-minute mark, all right, this will be our last time through before we move on to level 2. But like I was saying, if you move to the 2-minute mark or the 4-minute mark on the same exact track, it'll be a little bit faster and a little bit faster so you can work up your speed. But Clapple says this will be our last time through before moving on to level 2. Get all the notes you can. Don't worry about the rest. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Sing, sing it together, louder than ever, ever. Forget everything, just sing like it's what we've been missing. And they're gonna listen, listen, forget everything and sing. So you've got plenty of time to practice this. If you cannot play it yet, that means you're a normal, perfectly normal human being, and you just need to practice it up more. Just worry about that next little section. Don't worry about going through the whole entire song. Just do the notes that you can play currently, plus 1 note, and then you can keep practicing that as we move on to level 2, 3, 4, and 5. But for right now, Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity.
This week is the origami piano, and you can just fold up the piano and tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from our mascot penguin Clapple.
Yeah, I have no idea how that helps you play piano at all. It's just really fun to make, and it's really fun to watch Kendra drop the keyboard every single time. What else is fun is today's feature of the day. And today we're going to be playing Mary Joy, and you are going to be playing against Kendra. See if you can get more of these right than she does. I'm going to play you 2 notes, and you're going to tell me which song it is that I'm playing. If it's Mary Had a Little Lamb, like this, or whether it's Joy to the World, which would go like this. But of course, the trick is I'm only playing 2 notes, so all I would play is something like this. And you'd have to tell me if that sounds like the beginning of Mary Had a Little Lamb, or Joy to the World. So let's get at it. Here we go. Your first 2 notes. Listen carefully. I'll play it for you 3 times. Here are the 2 notes. Does that sound like the beginning of Mary Had a Little Lamb or Joy to the World? By the way, Mary Had a Little Lamb starts with something called a major second. If you're in Clapple Academy, then you're working on that in level 3, I think. And Joy to the World starts with something called a minor second, which you also learned about in Clapple Academy level 3. Okay, what do you think? Was that one the beginning of Mary Had a Little Lamb, a major second, or Joy to the World, a minor second? Kendra, what do you think it was?
It sounds like Mary Had a Little Lamb, I think.
Yes. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Here's our next one. What's this one sound like? Try to sing along, whatever you think it is. Try to sing your words with those notes. Major second or minor second? Kendra, what do you think?
Major second?
Major second would be
lamb?
Mary had a little little lamb, its fleece was white
That
as snow.
one was
It
harder for me than the other one. Okay.
Usually the ones that are really high or really low are the difficult ones to do. And we're going to do one that's really high right now. What about this? Mary Had a Little Lamb or Joy to the World? What do you think at home? Kendra, what do you think?
It doesn't sound like Mary Had a Little Lamb, so I'll go with Joy to the World.
Yeah, let's try. Mary or Joy to the World. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that was Joy to the World. That was a minor second. We'll do one more of these, see if you can get it. This one right here. What is that one? Mary Had a Little Lamb or Joy to the World? Try to sing your words along with it. And one more time. Kendra, what do you think? Major second or minor second?
Minor second?
Minor second would be Joy to the World, the Lord has done. It was indeed Joy to the World. So hopefully you got some of those right. If you didn't, that's all right. Just trying at it usually makes you better at those. So you don't have to get them all right. Just the trying is what we're going for. But right now it's time for a little bit of Mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the Mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week is from Court Jam. It says, Dear Jamin, do you still teach one-on-one lessons? Yeah, kind of. A little bit. Not very much. But if you need some one-on-one help, you don't have to do private lessons. You can just let me know if you're a paying subscriber. Then you can just let me know, hey, I need help on this thing, and I will work on your songs with you. So don't pay for one-on-one lessons with me if you're a current subscriber and you just need help with one song that you're working on or a little bit of whatever. Then let me know. I want to help you out if at all possible. So yes, absolutely. I do one-on-one lessons with all of my students who are not one-on-one students like you. So I got a couple things I want to tell you about this song that most people don't know. This is called Secret Information.
Secret information.
And this week in our top secret folder of secret information about this song, in the music profile, we have, so this song, yeah, this is not something that most people would know, but this song is something called a 5-finger song. This is important for piano teachers. So most students never find out this term until they become piano teachers. But it's a 5-finger song, which means all the notes for the entire song can be used with your 5 fingers. So if you just put your thumb here and put one finger on each note, that would cover all the notes that you need for the song. So other 5-finger songs like Mary Had a Little Lamb, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is not a 5-finger song. That's a 6-finger song. So that was not a 5-finger song, which is why you usually don't learn Twinkle Twinkle Little Star until later on. You start out with like Mary Had a Little Lamb and Hot Cross Buns and other songs that are 5-finger songs. But you can start out with this song, which is why this is kind of a beginner song, is because it just uses 5 notes in a row. Another thing from our top secret folder. This song, this is super secret. So yeah, you don't actually learn about this one until like Clap Academy level 5 or 6. So this is kind of crazy. But later on here in level 3, we're going to get a really weird note that I'm just going to say is a weird note, because if you're on level 3, you don't really need to know this information. But right there, you're going to get a B flat. And I'm just going to say, play a B flat. But what I'm going to tell you is this is actually an important note. This is a flat 7 in the key of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a flat 7. And when you have all the regular notes of a key except for a flat 7, that's something called mixolydian. Try that with me. Mixolydian. Yeah, try it one more time. Mixolydian. Yeah, mixolydian means that you're playing the regular scale, but you are including only a flat 7 in the key. So that's a mixolydian mode, which is the 5th mode of the major scales. So again, not information that most people have, but now you know about 5-finger songs and the mixolydian mode. The only thing I have left to tell you about is the raffle. Maybe you won. Way to go, CC Berg. Let us know what prize it is that you want this week. And for everybody else, let's go to level 2.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.